Good News with Next Day Access, and I'm Cathy Jolly. And today we're here to spotlight great work being done in our community. And on this podcast, we want to focus on a business and professionals making a difference, particularly in the senior care space. And today I'm thrilled to welcome Jennifer Hill.
Thank you, Cathy.
Thank you very much for being on here today. Jennifer and I met at SPIN originally, which is a senior provider information networking group. And Jennifer shared her business of senior provisions, and it led to us speaking and getting to know each other a little more. And she shared with me a wonderful support group that has just been started at Hibernia Church in Fleming Island. And she's a wealth of knowledge, an amazing Christian woman. And I feel everybody should know all about what she's doing to help others. So let's dive in.
Absolutely. So yes, Jennifer Hill with Senior Provisions. We help families through the process of solutions for care for their senior loved ones, whether it be home care, home health, independent living, assisted living, memory care, anything in the aspect of helping seniors, we are a resource for. So we have started a support group, which is at Hibernia Baptist Church, which is in the Fleming Island, Orange Park area, if you're familiar with that location. We have that support group the third Thursday of each month. It starts at 11. It's a 1-hour support group. And the idea of it is a caregiver workshop and support group. So we provide resources. We have a different topic each time. And it's also an opportunity for them to connect with other individuals that are going through the same thing as they are, to build relationship, to build trust with each other, and to really learn best practices on how to take care of themselves and to take care of their loved one. So you can just show up. You can register. The registration, you can register at www.seniorprovisions.com/events. You can also message me on Facebook if you have questions.
Awesome. And I will definitely have that information on the bottom of the podcast for everybody so they can get to that as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how did you get started in this?
Well, that is a great question. So my background is home care. I served in a home care capacity for almost 20 years. My career with loving seniors started as a little girl. I have always loved being with older people and sitting alongside them. When I started college at JU, I was a caregiver, 2002. And that career, I started at home instead. And from that, I grew in love with caring for the elderly, marketing, staffing shifts. My knowledge has grown extensively over the 20 years that I have been with Home Instead, and I joined Senior Provisions in April of 2004, last year, and it has been a tremendous blessing, tremendous opportunity to use the knowledge that I have gained over the past 20 years to really know how to appropriately guide a family and give them solutions that make sense and not be kind of swaying them one way or another, but really giving them the full capacity of what is within their reach for a care for their loved one.
I think that's amazing. I love everything you guys do. Everything.
Thank you.
And I know you kind of touched on this, but can you give us an example of some of the positive impacts or the way that you're working to impact the seniors' lives?
Sure. So I will circle back around to the caregiver workshop and support groups. So I, at one time, had 4 support groups that were running in St. Johns County. And my greatest love and greatest joy is when you are sitting across the table from an individual who is just sharing their struggle with their loved one. I'm going to be very specific and say this loved one had dementia. They had moved into a community and the daughter was just frazzled. She really felt uneasy about her dad. She felt uneasy about where he was. She felt responsible. She wasn't able to truly love and accept him for what his condition was. She was trying to make him be the way he was. And so after a long time with her, we were together probably 2 hours that day, and it was a very emotional session. It was very taxing for both of us. And I finally had to say to her, I cannot change your dad's behavior, but I can change how you see your dad and how you respond to him. And once that registered with her, you could just see her realize that this is a new normal. And for me, that's just reinforcement of the importance in investing in these people. That dementia, Alzheimer's, it's a disease, it's a diagnosis. It does not mean that they're not still your mom or your dad or your loved one. It just means it looks a little different. So just having the opportunity to love on families and help them understand so that they are cared for as well is my true love for what I do.
That's amazing. So are there any tools or products that you like in that realm that could help others?
There are a lot of steps when it comes to whether it's somebody with a senior with a diagnosis or a senior who is simply maybe needs a walker or needs coaching in a physical therapy aspect. I always recommend that if somebody is starting out with home care, that they do have somebody to assist their home. Safety in the home can oftentimes help prevent a fall. Is it 100% bulletproof? No, but it's definitely steps to make everybody safer, not just the individual who is experiencing the ailment, but for the caregiver to make sure that they are safe and protected, and understanding what the tools are for. Specifically in the bathroom, that's where a lot of falls happen because they don't know, if they have a raised toilet or if they have the grab bars, where the grab bars are placed, how to use them. Do bathroom mats need to come up off the floor when you enter the house? Is it a safe entryway? Do you need a ramp? So it's really a full assessment that needs to be done when someone's thinking about my loved one needs home care. There are some safety measures that can be in place for them.
And I know you touched on this earlier too, but how can people get in contact with you if they're listening right now?
Sure. So they can call us. We have a direct phone number here. It's 904-807-4550. Again, that's 904-807-4550. Our website is www.seniorprovisions.com. And they can look there and find a wealth of information about who we are, specific to what we do, learn about our advisors. We have a rich amount of information and knowledge that we would love to share and love and care for people. Senior Provisions is family-owned and faith-based, and we truly put our heart into everyone that we serve.
Awesome. Well, thank you very, very much, Jennifer, and for sharing your story and your insights today. It's been an absolute pleasure learning about all the amazing work that you do. And to everyone listening, thanks for joining us on this episode of Good News with Next Day Access. Stay safe, stay independent, and keep things jolly with Next Day Access. See you.
Thank you. God bless. Thank you, Cathy.